Don't you love just how many resources are available out there for us to just really get into learning and to make it fun? That to me is just so exciting. It really just gets my educational nerdness on, just looking at all of these different things. And it's great. I mean, that's my heart. I want to see children excited about learning. And one of the ways that we can do that is helping them learn in the way that is best for them. Well, this is the second out of 3 videos on looking at the learning styles and just some good resources to help our children learn in the way that is best for them. Hi, and welcome to Learning Life. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I just thank you for being part of this community. If you haven't had the chance, why not subscribe, and know when those videos are coming out, and shoot me a comment and share with your friends. Thank you. Well, I want to go back and look at the visual learning style. This is me. I am 100% a visual learner. If I see it, I am remembering it. I'm doing a lot better than if I am listening. Yes, music helps me, but I see it written, I generally remember. And this is often, for our visual learners, such a key thing. We learn best by seeing. I love to read too, but that doesn't mean that all visual learners love to read or perhaps are good at reading. But we do observe, we do take in. For me, I know seeing it written down, I am going to remember, and I'm going to take in so much more than just by hearing. And that's the key aspect for our visual learners, to remember that they're going to learn best by seeing. So what can we do to help them, to support them in that? I did do another video, as I shared before, about the different learning styles and how we can support them. So check out the one on visual, on how you can support your child who is a visual learner. Now, a lot of school in the younger grades is geared towards a visual learner. It changes a bit as we get older, but there are definitely things we can do at home as they grow up. No matter how old we are, these are some things that can help us to learn visually. Mystery science. This is one that I discovered recently because I've been getting into science more because I never enjoyed it when I was younger. But now just looking at mystery science is such a great resource that you can learn, and that you see these videos specifically for science. There's actually a number of great websites out there that do have these learning videos. And this can be great, especially if you have a child that is a visual learner and doesn't necessarily enjoy reading. Khan Academy. I will always be promoting Khan Academy. I love it. And this is great when it comes to mathematics, though it's not just maths anymore. Because you see, these videos are great for our visual learners across any subject. I love that I can watch and see the steps, that I can pause and rewind and take it back in if I need it. Khan Academy is phenomenal for our visual learners. It's also great for our auditory learners and our kinesthetic, but especially for those that learn best by seeing, these videos really are fantastic. TeacherTube. This is YouTube brought to you by teachers. These are teachers teaching such a variety of different subjects. It's great. You are actually getting these little lessons. It's not just like YouTube where there is everything. Hello, I'm there. But these are teachers and all the different subjects, such a wide variety. So if you need to learn something or maybe relearn something or just have that really built in, check out TeacherTube. Outschool. This is another great resource. This is teachers bringing classes to you across a variety of subjects. Now, some of them are only a few lessons long. Some of them are longer. But again, for our visuals that need to be able to see and take it in and to make it come alive in a way that maybe isn't on the page for them, this is another fantastic resource. MindMeister. This is online mind mapping. I love mind mapping. I love seeing the connections of things. And when you can I'm very much pen and paper girl, so I love doing it pen and paper. And if you ever see me taking notes, I'm like that. And I draw lines. I believe in mind mapping, especially as a visual learner. But MindMeister is an online mind mapping tool. And this is great. So you don't want to use your pen and paper. You can go and connect the dots, save it, print it out. If you have a visual learning child in your house, I encourage you to get them involved in mind mapping so that they can really see those connections. And MindMeister is a great tool for that. PowerPoint. We've had it for however long. I remember when PowerPoint came out, but what a great way. You can create your own, which is a great way to then see back what you were using. Use the resources that we have. I think we forget about PowerPoint or we give it a bit of a bad name, but no, it's great for being able to create resources that you can use to relearn or to go over things and creating notes. Now, there are so many great PowerPoints out there, that teachers have done or other students, but to create your own is actually a really good tool and will help you visually as you're inputting and then also as you're outputting by looking at it. Quizlet. This is something that many schools use, and Quizlet is great, especially if you need to be creating those dastardly vocabulary cards. Like how many of those 3x5 cards do you write? I remember a student, his stack was about this high for his final exam, that he needed to know all of these vocab words, and he had this huge stack. I'm sure we'd lost some. Well, Quizlet is great because it will create it right there for you. It is saved. You could probably find your vocab list because somebody has already made it for you, whether a teacher or a student. But Quizlet is great for that. That visual, it keeps it in one place for you, less likely to lose it. To make the most of something like Quizlet. And of course, let's not forget those fun apps that we have for our iPads and our iPhones and our smartphones. And there's word searches and crossword puzzles. These are just great for our visual learners, especially for things like spelling or definitions or stuff like that. And they're also just fun. So, we're all up for fun, aren't we? Now, these are just some resources. There are so many of them out there, and I really am, with all of it, just touching the tip of the iceberg on these great resources. If you have some that you use that I haven't shared, let me know so that we can create a great database for our community. These are some great resources. I love learning about new things. And hopefully some of these will help your visual learners because that's what we want. We want to support our kids and just to let them enjoy their learning. And if you like these videos, why not join us through Patreon? You could become a champion and help us to get more videos out. You can check that out at patreon.com or LearningThis.Life.